I think it was about 1983. I was walking down the dock, and I heard about these guys off of the west coast of the United States that were the best longliners there ever were. And I met this guy on the dock, and I was talking to him, and I didn't really know him. And I said, "Do you know anything about the Figuritos and the Jester?" And he looked at me in the eyes and he said, "That's us." I often ask him, I said, "In those early years when you were beginning to learn how to fish, how many days did you fish a year?" And he said there was one year they fished 280 days longlining blackcod. Now, I'd have a hard time finding anybody today to go out for 2 weeks and bait one hook at a time, but they did it for 280 days straight. Yeah, I mean, that relationship, I wouldn't have what I have today if it weren't for that man. He would never tell me where he's at, what he's getting, but he would tell me where he's going next. And that's the key to success, is where you're going to go next. You don't want to know where somebody caught him. And Don and I had that relationship. He wanted to make sure that fishermen had the ability to sell to somebody if somebody else wasn't willing to pay a fair price. And that was important to that man. You know, as we fished, he would try to beat me and I would try to beat him. And I remember one season I had him. I was finally going to beat the man at longline fishing. And then something happened that last trip. He found more fish than I did. He came in and beat me by 300 pounds. And I'm thinking to myself, you know what? That's okay with me. Because everything that he had got me up to that level was a big payoff. But what I'm talking about here is knowledge. Knowledge is priceless in this industry. It's an expensive industry. You know, we got these massive permits that cost a lot of money, the boats, the maintenance, the upkeep. But what Don Jester had, he had the knowledge and he had the passion to protect fishermen. And that's what the man was about. And think about the freedom to be able to go out on that ocean to make a living, to come in, to take a few days off and go back out and do it again. I wouldn't trade it for anything, and I know Don wouldn't either.